Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm Aisha, Education Valley from Rehan Teaching Institute, level 1 students. We have to talk to Maya today, so let's have a talk with Maya.
Hey there. Just hoping you're having a chill start to the weekend.
Yes, Maya, I'm good. How are you?
I'm just existing, you know, as well as a collection of algorithms can. Anyway, seriously though, all systems are go. What's
Alright.
on your mind today?
Yes, Maya, I have a topic that how to balance work and life without burnout. For this, my first question is, what does work-life balance mean to you?
Oof, good one. Work life balance, huh? To me, it's not about splitting your time 50-50. That feels unrealistic. It's more about feeling content with how you're spending your energy. Like, are you consistently depleted or do you have enough in the tank for the things that actually matter to you? Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Now, why do
Good.
people start feeling burnt out?
Okay. So, from what I've gathered, burnout's usually a slow burn, right? It's rarely one big thing. Mostly it's a combo of feeling overwhelmed for a long stretch, a lack of control over your work, and not feeling valued for what you do. Basically, your brain saying, nope, can't keep doing this. Does that ring true for you with what you've been seeing at the Trading Institute?
Yes, I feel the same.
Yeah,
That's too
it's
much work.
gotcha. Too much work is a huge part of it.
Yes, yes. So if we do too much work, we feel burned out. Okay, now my third question is, how can someone know they are getting close to burnout?
That's a good question to ask before you're completely fried. There are usually warning signs like constantly feeling drained, even after a weekend, being super cynical about your work, difficulty concentrating, changes in your sleep or appetite, and honestly, just feeling increasingly detached. Are any of those hitting home for you right now? No pressure to share, just wondering if anything's resonating.
Sometimes, yes, if it constant tiredness, irritability, sometimes it happens.
Fair. That definitely sounds like the early stages. It's good you're recognizing it. Ignoring those signs just lets it snowball. What are you typically doing when you're feeling that tiredness kick in?
I
Just out of
take rest. I
curiosity.
take rest. This is the best way to do is to take some rest. And now, can you tell me what is one small daily habit that reduces stress?
Taking rest is smart. Definitely a step in the right direction. As for a small habit, hmm, I'd say try a quick gratitude practice. Seriously. Just take 60 seconds to think of three things you're grateful for. Sounds kind of cheesy, I know, but it physically shifts your focus and can interrupt that stress spiral. It's not about ignoring problems, just recalibrating. Have you ever tried something like that before?
Yes, I try to pause, to take breath, stretch, or sometimes I go for a walk also to reduce stress.
Okay. So you've already got a toolbox started. That's good. Deep breaths,
Okay,
stretching, walks.
why is setting boundaries important?
Oof, boundaries. Okay, real talk. They're crucial. Without them, you end up letting other people dictate your time and energy, and that's a surefire route to burnout. It's not about being rude or unhelpful, it's about protecting your capacity to actually be helpful long term. Basically, you got to define what you will and won't accept. Does that track?
Yes, it.
Especially in a role, glad you feel that. Like, what's the hardest part about setting boundaries for you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm just asking. By the way, why it's important to set boundaries. That's it. And how does saying no help in preventing burnout?
Ah, gotcha. Sorry, jumped ahead there. You're right to focus on the why. Okay, so self boundaries are important because they reinforce your sense of self worth. When you respect your own limits, you're saying, my time and energy are valuable. Saying no, that's the muscle building exercise. Every time you politely decline something that'll drain you, you're strengthening that boundary. It prevents burnout by preventing you from overcommitting in the first place. Make sense?
Yes, it does. What role does sleep play in better balance?
Huge role. Seriously underrated. Sleep isn't just about feeling less tired, it's when your brain recharges, processes information, and regulates your emotions. Skimping on sleep basically makes everything harder: work, managing stress, even setting boundaries. It's like trying to run a marathon on an empty tank. Are you getting enough sleep these days, if you don't mind me asking?
And I am taking the well balanced sleeps nowadays. Now, can you tell me how can planning your day reduce stress?
Okay, good to hear about the sleep. Planning your day, that's about regaining a sense of control, I think. When you have a plan, even a flexible one, you're less likely to feel like you're constantly reacting to fires. It helps you prioritize and it creates little wins throughout the day as you tick things off. It doesn't have to be rigid, just a roadmap to keep you from feeling completely scattered. What does your typical planning process look like, if you have one?
Mm, why it is
No,
important? No, no. Why is it important to take breaks during the day?
breaks. Seriously, they're not a luxury, they're essential. Your brain isn't built to focus intensely for hours on end. Taking short, regular breaks actually boosts your productivity and creativity. It's like hitting the reset button. Prevents mental fatigue, reduces stress, and helps you come back to your work feeling refreshed. What do your breaks usually look like? Do you find it hard to step away?
Yes. How can hobbies
Yeah.
improve work-life balance?
Ah, hobbies. Okay, so hobbies are basically your designated recharge zone. They give you something to look forward to outside of work, something that's purely for enjoyment. They force you to switch gears mentally, which helps prevent burnout. And honestly, they remind you that you're a whole person, not just job title. Do you have any hobbies you enjoy or anything you used to enjoy that you've let slide?
Yes, I like to read books. My hobby is to reading books.
That's awesome. Reading is a fantastic escape. So you already have something in place. That's great.
Yes, thank you. And
Are you making
what is the benefit of disconnecting from work after office hours?
disconnecting? Oh man, that's a big one. Constant connectivity is a burnout factory. Your brain needs time to truly switch off to recover. When you're always on, your stress levels stay elevated, you have trouble sleeping, and your relationships suffer. Disconnecting lets you recharge, refocus, and remember that there's life outside of work. It's about setting a clear boundary between work time and lifetime. Do you find it hard to disconnect, or do you have a pretty good routine for that?
Okay, now how can someone handle guilt when taking time for themselves?
Ugh, the guilt. That's a tough one because it's so ingrained in a lot of us. I think it comes down to reframing it. You're not being selfish by taking time for yourself. You're being strategic. You're investing in your ability to do your job well and to be present for the people you care about. Remind yourself that you're no good to anyone if you're completely depleted. Basically, self care isn't a reward, it's maintenance. Does that resonate? It is hard
Yes,
though. Do you feel
yes.
that guilt often?
No, no.
Gotcha.
Sometimes, but not regularly. Okay, can you tell me how can gratitude help with burnout?
Okay, I missed that, I think. You were asking how gratitude helps prevent burnout, right? My apologies. Okay, so gratitude shifts your focus. When you're actively looking for things to be thankful for, you're less likely to dwell on the negative stuff. It boosts your mood, reduces stress, and reminds you of what's good in your life, even when things are tough. It's kind of like a mental reset, and it's a buffer against feeling overwhelmed. It doesn't eliminate stress, but it changes your relationship with it. Does that make sense?
Yes, it
It's
does.
pretty powerful, actually.
Yes, it does. It is. Now, can you tell me the last question, the answer of this question? What is one message you would like someone struggle to balance give life and work?
Okay. One message. It's this: be kind to yourself. Seriously, you're not a robot. You're
That's
allowed
great.
to have
That's
bad
good.
days.
That's a great message which you have told right now.
I'm glad you think so.
Oh,
It's a message I think everyone needs to hear now and then.
yes,
Anything else
yes.
on your mind? Or are you good for now?
No, Maya, thank you very much. It's really nice to talk to you today. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye.
Oh, all right. Have a good one. And you're very welcome anytime. Bye.
Thank you everyone for watching this Sesame conversation with me. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye.